Hello everyone, my name is Dr. David. I'm in my 60s now, living and working here in the United States. After many years of walking alongside older patients, I've come to realize an important truth: muscle weakness and aching joints are not just signs of aging, as most people think. Behind it lies a silent process, but the good news is, we can slow it down, even reverse it, if we learn how to nourish the body the right way. And before I dive deeper, let me say this: if you find this topic helpful, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Health Hub Central. Doing so isn't just about supporting this channel, it's about making sure you don't miss out on valuable health insights for your 50s, 60s, and beyond. More importantly, it spreads hope and strength to others. Sometimes, a simple click today could spark a life-changing moment for a loved one or a friend. Have you ever woken up in the morning, stood up from a chair, or walked down the stairs and suddenly realized your legs don't feel as steady as they used to? Maybe you notice you move a little slower, find it harder to bend down, or even lose balance on a slippery floor. I've heard stories like this from so many of my patients, and to be honest, I've felt it myself. People often think weakness comes simply because old age has arrived. But science tells us a more complex, and more fascinating, story. After age 60, our bodies enter a state called anabolic resistance, meaning our muscles no longer respond as strongly to the protein we eat. You can eat eggs every morning or chicken every night, and still, your muscles quietly shrink. By the time you notice, you may have lost 10 to 15% of your lean muscle mass. By age 70, it could be 30%. And this isn't just about appearance or body weight, it's about strength, balance, the energy to hold your grandchild, to take a walk in the park, or to step outside and greet the morning sun. I remember one patient, Helen, age 72. She looked at me and said, "Doctor, I'm not afraid of wrinkles. I'm afraid of not being able to get up from my armchair in the living room." That stayed with me for a long time. Because muscle loss doesn't just take away strength. It takes away independence. It takes away the confidence that we're still in control of our own bodies. And here's something few people will tell you: muscle loss isn't just tied to aging, it's tied to early death. Research shows that older adults with low muscle mass face up to a 63% higher risk of mortality, even if their body weight looks normal. That sounds frightening, I know. But I don't say this to plant fear. I say it to plant hope. Because here's the truth: we can slow this down, even reverse it. And sometimes, the solution isn't found in a pill bottle or a clinic. It's right there in your kitchen, inside a simple jar of beans. I want you to imagine this: instead of thinking of protein only as meat, fish, or eggs, picture a bowl of lentil stew with vegetables, a dish of mung beans cooked with garlic and turmeric, or a handful of boiled soybeans in the afternoon. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But science shows that these tiny beans carry compounds that can switch on muscle-building signals, reduce joint inflammation, improve blood circulation, and even balance hormones. I once worked with Michael, a 68-year-old retired teacher. He complained of hip pain, weak legs, and said gardening, his only joy, was becoming a burden. He didn't want more painkillers. He just wanted his legs back. So we started with something simple: adding lima beans to his dinner 3 times a week, paired with greens and olive oil. A month later, he came back smiling, saying, "Doctor, I'm back in my garden. My legs feel stronger." There was no miracle in that, just the right food, and the body's natural ability to heal. Sometimes, I think of beans as small bricks, quietly filling the gaps age has left behind. They're not flashy, not loud, but they nourish you from within, day after day, like water soaking into dry soil. You might ask me, "Doctor, is eating beans enough?" And my honest answer is, nutrition is only half the journey. The other half lies in how you live. Gentle resistance exercises, morning walks, good sleep, together, they make a difference. But the very first, simplest step anyone can start today is adding beans to the plate. Remember this: your strength has not disappeared, it's only asleep. And these little beans are the key to waking it up again. I know some of you are wondering, at my age, is it too late? I've heard that question 100 times. And every time, I smile and reply, our bodies have a remarkable memory. They remember how to build, how to heal, as long as you send them the right signals. And beans are one of the clearest, simplest signals you can give. So I invite you to take a small but meaningful step with me. This week, choose just one type of bean, any kind you like. Add it to a meal. Then pay attention. Do your legs feel lighter? Is your sleep deeper? Do you wake up with more energy? If you notice even the smallest change, that's your body speaking, I'm still here. I'm ready to recover. Now, let's take a journey through the world of beans together. You might be thinking, oh, I've eaten beans all my life, what's special about them? But when you look closely, you'll see that each bean is like a different companion. One brings strength, another brings calm, another restores you in quiet ways. Mung beans, the switch to wake up sleeping muscles. Keeps going with the same structure as the Vietnamese script: mung beans, lentils, soybeans, black beans, chickpeas, with patient stories and reflections. And now, as we've traveled through this journey with beans, from mung beans, lentils, soybeans, black beans, chickpeas, even lima and navy beans, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what do I want my next 10 years to look like? Do you want to walk steadily on your own 2 feet, or lean on a cane? Do you want to cook, garden, travel, or stay confined to a chair because of weak muscles and aching joints? The small choices you make today, adding beans to a meal, walking for 15 minutes, sleeping well, these are the seeds you plant for that future. I've always believed health isn't about racing to defeat aging. It's more like having an ongoing conversation with your own body. When you nourish it the right way, your body whispers back, I'm still here. I still want to walk this journey with you. One patient once told me, Doctor, every time I cook a pot of bean soup, I feel like I'm cooking a bowl of hope for myself. And I think that's the most beautiful image to close today's conversation. So, if you're watching this, I invite you to try something small. This week, pick a bean. Mung beans, chickpeas, soybeans, whichever you prefer. Add it to one meal. Then listen to your body. That's your first step toward reclaiming strength, freedom, and joy in your own body. And if what I've shared today resonates with you, leave me a comment below. Tell me, which bean would you like to start with? I'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to Health Hub Central, so we can continue walking together on this journey of health after 50, 60, and beyond. Because you are not alone. We are walking this path together, and health is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I'll see you again in the next one. Herb.